Okay, last point is coaching. Okay, what does it mean to coach? We talk about the 4 phases of our business, right? There's the recruiting phase, there's the management phase, there's the blaming phase, and the bankrupt phase. That's the only 4 phases we have. Recruiting, management, blaming, and bankrupt. You got to always stay in phase number 1. If you start to slip into phase number 2 and become a manager, you don't have a whole lot to manage right now. What are you going to do, manage your 3 distributors? No, you're not. You're always recruiting. If you ever start to feel like you're not satisfied, it's not going as fast as you want it to go, you're frustrated with some of your distributors because you think they're on the way out, you're dragging dead bodies, okay? If that's happening to you, you're starting to slip into management phase. Get out of that, guys. Get right back into recruiting. Massive action solves all problems. Remember that. Write that one down. Massive action solves all problems. You can't control people, can you? Can you control people? Can anybody here control anybody else? No. You really can't. If you think you can, you're deluding yourself, okay? You can't do it. So all you can do is be positive and encouraging and being willing to work with the ones that are willing to work. The ones that aren't willing to work, you can't drag dead bodies, can you? You just got to realize it quick and move on and, be dealing in reality. Not fantasy, reality, right? So that's what you're going to do. And in that process, what you want to do is always stay in recruiting mode. Now, there's about an hour or 2 or 3 a month where you're going to manage people. And that's it. That's the only time you're allowed to go into management mode. Okay? It's right after month end. As soon as the previous month is finished, in the next day or the day after, if you're working closely with some of those people. So let's say that I've worked all the way down this line and Debbie's all the way down here on my 5th level like we started with during this training. I'm going to have a conversation with Debbie. Probably the day after the month end. We're going to talk about how she did, how much volume she had, how many people she got to LOI, and we're going to compare it to the goals we wrote down the month before when we did our coaching. Because the month before we set some goals for her group for the month. We talked about you're in this level of volume, we want to go to this level. Okay, that's going to require how many new LOIs, how many new executives, right? We're going to talk about leadership development in her group. And we're going to talk about a plan for the month. How many meetings are we talking about? How many times are you going to need me? Where are those meetings going to be? Where do I need to be at what times, on what days, and what weeks, and so forth? And I'm going to map it out on my calendar, okay? And then we're going to execute the plan. That's what it takes, you guys, to be a leader in this company. If you guys are not coaching with your key people, if you're not diagramming their downline, I'll do that all the time. I'll already have her diagram in my planner or on my wall. Okay? I'll have her name on the top box. I'll draw one line down and put a row of people with boxes underneath her, and I'll have names in the boxes. What's happened to this one this month? I didn't hear about Ricky very much this month. What's happening? Is he fading out? What's going on with him? Does he have anybody underneath him that's going to be somebody we can work with? We got the names listed, okay? That's how I keep track of who I'm actually working with on a monthly basis. And so that's why you want to have your journals, guys. Okay? If you don't have these, and you don't bring these with you to my coaching session, then I can't help you. Because I can't see how many contacts you made, who you called. I can't really see what's going on. This lets me know exactly what's going on, okay? And you can see I take a lot of notes some days, and some days I miss it, but, this is what I use every day, and I go through 3 of these every year. They last for 120 days. So I buy one every 4 months. And I just keep them on my shelf. That becomes part of my library and my journal, and I can go back and see conversations I had with people, or make notes about meetings, or, take notes in a training like this. A lot of you guys have done good. You're taking a few notes, but she's the only one. Maybe these 2 are going to have them. He'll have his long term. It's bound. Maybe you'll have yours. I don't know. All you people that are writing on Hilton pads, that's going to be tough for you to ever go back and refer to this. So you already screwed up today, okay? You want something that's bound. That's going to stay together, you guys, so you can go back and refer to some of these things. I've given you a pretty comprehensive Fast Start training just now. And there's a lot of little things I said that I hope you jotted a few notes about them, because it'll help you think about the business in a little bit different way sometimes. Okay? So that's what coaching means. It means that you're there, you're willing to have the kind of a consultation. And you want to do that about once a month with the people you're really running hard with, right? And you'll know a lot of it because you've been running with them all month. You'll know about people. And it will be kind of an update on how things are going. And so that's what you need to do. If you're going to be a leader, that's what it will take. Okay? We're all done. We've got a meeting in 30 minutes. Question?
Very quick, sorry. I get a lot of people when I briefly mention it, whether they're colleagues or friends, who ask me how many I've sold yet and how much money I've made so far and is it working for me. And I'm really bad at sort of lying, and I know I've got to control myself, but I don't know how to deal with those people. I don't know how to...
Yeah, I mean, you can just tell them, say, I sponsor 3 people and I've got this many customers and I'm on my way. You know, I'm starting to build my network.
Because obviously if it's a
And
low
it's really
number,
great.
you feel like a bit sort of embarrassed to say if it's a low number if you've only just started out.
Why are you embarrassed? What are they doing?
Yeah.
They're working a job. You're trying to own your life.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
You know, I mean, that's the point, right? Always remember, you've got the goal. They have nothing.
Yeah, absolutely.
They have nothing. They're going to spend their whole life trading it away, renting their body and brain to some company, and they're going to end up with nothing. Literally nothing. Okay? I mean, is that how you want it to come out? No. And what you're doing is you're taking direct action to change the outcome. And that's something you can be really proud of. And you tell them, you know what, I am so excited. I've never been more excited about anything. Well, you've been doing it 4 months. How's it going? Well, I'm more excited than ever. I'm more excited than the day I signed up. You know? And it really helps if you got somebody over in France or Germany or someplace else and you can go, yeah, I've actually got business going in 2 countries now. You know? It's great. 3 countries are going. I'm up and running. It always goes slower than you want, guys. It always does. In the beginning, you feel grossly underpaid. I'm just telling you, in the end, you feel grossly overpaid. And it's just the leverage component that you're creating that helps that happen through duplication, right? Okay.
Thank you very much.